Hello and welcome everyone, Stormy Sensei here. It is Friday night. Yeah, that sounds right to me, Friday night. We're going to be playing some Honkai Star Rail. But we aren't going to be doing too much. There was a new patch, as you all know. Yesterday we tried to stream, or 2 days ago we tried streaming, and it took us an hour to realize that we weren't going to be able to stream because of the 30 gigabyte download that the new patch takes. But we're all downloaded and updated and patched and everything. There are a lot of new things to do in the new version. I've done a lot of them already. But there's one thing that I want to do on stream. And then we got to pull on the new banners and utilize the best new feature in the game, which is being able to preview what the 4th random relic is going, substat is going to be on upgrade. And with that, we can finally get rid of all the junk that is just there for its potential. You couldn't see the air quotes, but there were air quotes there. I couldn't help myself and I did a little bit of snooping, and I have one piece that I'm really excited to upgrade because it might actually push me over the edge. We do have an order listed in the description here, so let me reference my past self for what I said we were going to do. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's click that, and then click this. Alright, looks like we're starting off with standard pools. What a choice. We have 18 of these, so we're only going to do one 10 pull. I don't think we're getting anything, so let's just go into it. As expected. Every extra 4-star we get is a free pull, in a way. Wow, that's so much. We are really doing well right now. 223 pulls. So if we lose a 50-50, then that's like 160 of those pulls. And then we want to, so we are able to basically get any character and light cone that we want, but not both. Oh, I gotta be careful. I almost pulled on the wrong thing. We're not getting E1, we're getting S1. So E1 is actually way more damage, by the way, for Hysilens, because it makes it so that when you do one dot, it gives them another dot, and your talent is based off of the number of dots on the enemy. So my Kafka is only giving 1 dot to the, only contributing 1 dot. So right now I have 5, sometimes 6, depending on their break status. But I could be going from 5 or 6 to always having 8, which is the max number of applications. Or is it 10? I think it's 8 though. Let's see. It says into the talent, right? Is it a trace? It must be a zone effect. where's the thing where it does additional damage based off of... Oh, for every one deal physical effect up to... It doesn't say what the cap is. I think it's 8 though. I guess for E1 one does way more. Well, it doesn't do way more. It just does more damage for Hysilens. But I'm not trying to optimize Hysilens' damage. I'm trying to optimize the team's damage. What this does is it gives you the same effect hit rate that the Eyes on the Prey light cone give, but it also has a higher base attack, meaning that the percent attack that you get from your character buffs is higher. And then every stack of enthrallment increases the target's dot received by 5% up to 6 times, which is a high number. So that's 30% more dot damage, which is actually, I think, also equal to Eyes on the Prey. But more importantly, you get the whole team getting a speed boost of 10% for 3 turns every time they hit someone with a dot, which is every turn. And most importantly, the highest factor of how much damage I do is how many turns my allies take, because when I use Cyrene, every time she uses the enhanced basic attack, she's triggering all the dots. Every time the enhanced dragon hits, while Cyrene is the target, or is the bond mate, I get the enhanced, or the talent stacks. And every time Kafka goes, she's triggering at least 2 rounds of the stacks. So it's like, for these long fights, which they mostly are long fights, the short fights, they don't matter, right? But for the long fights, it's better to have a couple more turns of 5 hits than it is to have fewer turns with 8 hits. Pretty sure we're at 0 pity. Let's take a look, see. Oh, we're actually not. Oh, we're definitely not at 0 pity, because I actually tried to do 20 cheeky pulls for Sunday. We are at 30 pity, so actually we have like more than enough tickets for stuff. Sometimes most of the time, I would say, actually, most of the time the light cones add like comfort for the character, while the Eidolon adds like damage for the character. So for example, like Ceridra's light cone gives her an extra skill point when she attacks the enemy, and that's really comfortable because she uses a lot of skill points. And her E1 makes the main target do more damage, which is more damage. Kafka's E1 gives her extra dot damage, gives the whole team extra dot damage actually, while her S1 gives her speed and an additional dot. It's not always the case. Dan Heng's E1 gives a skill point back when he uses his ultimate. We actually do need some of those 3-star elation cones. Don't really need those 4-star elation cones. I think that's a healing light cone. So this is 50 pity. another planetary rendezvous. $60. Soft pity, 70. So we're going to hard pity, 80 pulls. So it would probably be prudent to do single pulls, but I don't have time for that. Besides, we might get a lucky double. I got so many light cones I don't actually need. Alright, that's good. I got both of the 3-star elation cones. This is definitely it. Now let's see if we win or not. We don't have the guarantee. The last light cone we got was Triby S1. That was a really long time ago. Oh, thank goodness. It could have been Welt still. Let's see if we get a double. Nope. Alright, one for good luck. Alright, so the fake build pity did not work. We didn't get the 10 pity. Okay, we always need another Resolution Shines as Pearls of Sweat. In fact, if we could get another one, then that would give me S5. I almost never use it anymore now, though, because I have Cypher Light Cone. Oh, great. But I'll take it. That was pretty lucky. I don't think I have enough materials to level it up, though. Let's see if I do. Oh, I should hang on before I do that, because they will automatically use my 3 stars, and I want to keep one of these and one of these, and actually I just want to mass superimpose this, which, yeah. And then I guess I have to automatic or manually do the 3 stars. I think there's a setting where I can make it so that I don't have to manually do this myself. Alright, now I don't care about the rest of these. Okay, these are completely unnecessary. Maybe I should start unlocking my 4-star extra light cones. Not all of them. Like Shared Feeling I would probably use another one of. No, I probably would never use 2 of them at the same time. I could see, oh, actually I already had S5. That's sad. That means that I have no upward mobility for that. That's a lot of planetary rendezvous. Obviously I would keep up to 2 S5 DDDs. Would I go up to 3? Probably not. Anyway, back to enhancing this. My credits almost starts with a 2 instead of starting with a 1. That's pretty impressive. But that's all going downhill over this patch. Or certainly the next patch. Alright, we have enough for the level 80 Hysilens light cone. And increase dot by 48% for just you. Or I can increase the dot for the whole team by 30%. So not just mine, but also everyone else's. And also increasing their speed. While also getting an extra 140, 160 base attack. So I'm going to go from 3, 3, 2, 1. 3, 3, 2, 1. So I added over 400 to 3736. And it's going to be more than that because when I'm in combat, Kafka increases my attack by 100%. And I get 12% from Linksha. And I get another 12.5% from Luke Shaka. But it's another 12.5% from that too. It's not 12.5, it's actually just 12. I can see 4 DDs being used, 1 for night 1, 1 for night 2, and 2 for night 3. That would be a lot of dance, dance, dance. I think that in general, dance, dance, dance is a little overrated. Like, I used it for a really long time. I mean, it's also I only had S1 for a very long time, and maybe I'll feel differently about S5. But it's 24% action in advance, right? So you have to use it 4 times at maximum efficiency in order to get 1 extra turn that you otherwise wouldn't have had. So like 4 ultimates when you're already getting like 3 or 4 turn ultimate rotations. That's a lot of turns to get 1 extra turn. And some things like, you know, anomaly arbitration, or especially these knights that keep on delaying you, it might be a little more useful for those. And it is really satisfying when you're watching a YouTube video where you're thinking to yourself, there's no way they're going to 0 cycle this because they're almost out of actions, and then they use their dance, 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 and everyone just moves up. What do I have next? Oh yeah, the character selector. This is really exciting. So we got the character selector here. I have a couple of good options. Actually, I have a lot of good options. All of these are pretty good options. So, you know, I do have Jingyuan as my main, mostly. But his E1 is not that great. It increases the side hits of the Lightning Lord. So Lightning Lord does 66% of his attack to the main target, and then 25% to the side targets. It increases the damage to the side targets to be an additional 25% of the damage that's dealt to the main target. So it's just like distributing 33% damage to the enemies on the sides. It's not even really distributing, because if there's only 2 enemies, then you just lose damage. And also I'm gonna keep on building his supports like Eidolons. I will get his light cone first opportunity I get though, because I really want to be on the main leaderboard for Sela Land Jingyuan, because I'm right now I would be the 80th best Jingyuan global, and I want to be the number 1, and I can't do that if I'm on the wrong leaderboard. Aventurine, I could start building him fully defensively and stop trying to chase crit rate on him, and then he would be giving everyone on the team extra crit rate, and no, extra crit damage. And you would also be able to use his ultimate to immediately get a shield, rather than hoping that you get enough extra stacks to use this follow-up attack afterwards. And since it's a stackable shield, it's like even better because you like use your ultimate and you stack a regular shield and then you do your follow-up attack and then you get an additional shield. But, you know, that's a pretty high opportunity cost for 20% crit damage, right? Like, I could just run Broken Keel, basically. Acheron is probably not necessary. I have a lot of lightning DPSs. I have Kafka and I have Jingyuan. Sparkle is probably the best option for the account because I have like 2.5 fully functional teams. I kind of share too many supports though, and I can't really get like a full third team. And having Sparkle would let me have a third team. I could even like dust off the archer. Jingliu, I like her eyes when you get to see them. And also I do like the gameplay loop of like draining your allies' HP a little bit and boosting your damage and getting free crit damage and whatnot. But the actual answer that I'm going to be going for is Kafka, because she is, you know, my best support for Hysilens, and that's one of the characters that I've decided to prioritize on this account. Not that I have a second account, but you know, I'm prioritizing Fei Xiao, Jingyuan, and Hysilens for now, and making all the dot damage taken by a given target by 30% for 2 turns. That's like going to be all the time. That's going to really make a difference because all the damage is actually dot damage for that team. Wow, I still get the materials even though I already have this character? That's really nice of them. Wow, I got a track of destiny for that. Nice. Jingyuan doesn't actually need the support right now. Like my Jingyuan actually is able to clear Night 2, and everyone's talking about how difficult of a event that one is because it's like 6 million HP with 8 stacks of damage reduction and all that jazz. But you know, I have Sunday E1S1, Tribi E1S1, like my Hoho's E1S1 but could be E1S2. Meanwhile, my Hysilens just has had nothing and now has a light cone and Kafka E1. What do you still want from me? Oh, this thing. Nope, I still have something to do? Okay. Maybe it's this thing I have to check? Does it go away now? Nice, alright. Now let's actually activate the things.
No one can completely grasp another's thoughts. Not even you or I.
Yeah, we just keep an eye out for the next broken support for Hysilens. I'm going to pretend that Black Swan doesn't exist, because that's like too costly. Like pulling a version 2 unit, version 2.0 unit, even with the buffs. And even if I did, Black Swan actually does the most damage on her own team. Alright, let's see what we can do with this newfound power. Because I cannot clear this right now.
A will of metal and stone.
Any fish taking the bait? Does that hurt?
Mountains more. Dragon rise!
to? Yeah, sure I will.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
I need to remember that when I get the opportunity to not
Good times.
break this guy right before his turn, the little guitar guy. Because if I do the exact same thing I always do, then
Offer you a requiem.
it won't be good.
Stand still. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Together we can do anything. Stars, shine for the heroes.
Didn't hurt.
Okay.
My strength isn't what it was.
Stand still.
This is the opportunity to not do that. Okay. Gotta wait. And now I do what I can.
In the abysses revels, your cries rise.
Relax.
Dragons soaring
To stop him from speeding up his allies.
Good times. Never. Time to say bye. Boom.
Thrashing and snapping, not worth fearing.
Stand still.
Flowers, bloom for tomorrow.
I think this guy's dead over here. So I'm gonna start hitting this guy.
Relax.
Do I wait? I think I'll wait.
Bad. Good times. Never. Time to say bye. Boom.
Stars, shine for the heroes. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May the ocean strum a feast. In the abysses revels, your cries rise.
Stand still.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
I think since I don't get another
Don't
turn,
blink. May the
Hysilens, I'll do
ocean
this.
strum a feast. Luring destruction with me. Sink.
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
In the abysses revels, your cries rise.
Cut in the net.
This is eternity.
Relax.
Oh, so close. He dies anyway. Think he's dead too? No, he's not. Unfortunately.
Take the answer. Startle.
My purpose is to protect.
She can't. Cyrene can't crit on the other side. So I think that I just go with the flow here.
May as well kill them all.
Be intoxicated.
Stand still.
Such
Say bye to breathing. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Look, we're flying! Don't blink. May the Earth protect the road ahead. This is eternity! Cyberbully!
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
I'm pretty sure this is better than usual.
Support tactical!
Stand still. Time to say bye.
Nice.
Boom.
We got out relatively early. Oh, we actually didn't get out. Oh no. It's okay, I'm going to, I should have waited until after Sirene's turn for this. That's okay.
Prepare to take the answer. Don't blink. May the Earth protect the road ahead.
Relax. Stand still. Relax. Time to say bye. Boom.
Look, we're flying. This is eternity.
Stand still.
Sync with me, cyberbully.
So, okay, this is actually pretty important. Normally, I don't get another turn here, but because I have the bonus speed, 158 is still so slow. Like, that's the speed that, like, a lot of people are just aiming for naturally. With, we're gonna,
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Relax. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Take the answer. Don't blink. May the ocean strum the feast. Rewrite destruction with me. Don't let waves be intoxicated.
what do I do with this? I think I don't do anything. I think I just, that just happens. And then do this.
Your cries rise.
Time to say bye. Boom.
We're making pretty good time. Usually I'm like on cycle 5 by now.
In the ripples, this is eternity.
My purpose is to protect.
I should have skilled there probably to get the extra skill points that I needed.
Didn't hurt.
Nice.
Offer you a requiem. Sync with me. The answer. Don't blink. May the earth protect the road ahead.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
May as well kill them all. Relax.
Oh, that's real good. We're definitely gonna win this.
Look, we're flying. This is eternity.
Stand still. Time to say bye. Boom.
Don't let waves be intoxicated.
Relax.
We almost got 2 stars even.
My purpose is to protect. Mountains fall. Dragon. Rise!
Take the answer.
Stand still.
Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanent.
I think this is it, sure.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
I'm gonna quit.
That's my best record. 5 cycles and almost 4 cycles used. I could have gotten 2-star. Maybe with better play? Probably not. Although we got pretty close. We were like... We just needed a little bit of extra damage on like one enemy. It just has to do with like follow-up RNG basically. And maybe I can stack up Cyrene ult a little bit better and not use 2 of them in that first wave. So I can use more dragons in the when we're in the subfield. So that's a new record for me. Let's also do a redo of this. I think I can get 3 stars with this.
Any fish taking the bait.
Does that hurt?
We'll see though.
Just a small prelude. Flowers bloom for tomorrow. Such noisy clang.
May as well kill them all. Thanks. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
It's my turn to shine. Stars, shine for the heroes.
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them.
Good times.
Should have done
Time
Hysilens
to say
first.
bye. Boom.
In the abyss's revels, your cries rise.
Stand still.
I'm gonna hold everyone back and
Get them.
Relax.
Initiating mastication.
sink with me.
Wow, I don't even have my ultimate yet.
Flowers bloom for tomorrow.
Order replicate.
Stars, shine for the heroes.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Stay put. Get them.
Stand still.
Offer you a requiem. Be intoxicated.
Relax.
Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May the ocean strum a feast. In the abyss's revels, your cries rise.
Good times. Never time to say bye.
I'm actually about to kill these almost. They might already be dead. Oh, that's so incredible.
It's the answer.
Ooh, that's not good at all.
Stand still. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
This is still the 0th cycle.
Your cries rise.
Relax.
Don't blink. May the ocean strum a feast. Rewrite destruction with me.
Stand still. May as well kill them.
This is eternity.
Relax. Thanks. You're too good to me. Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Only gives me 110.
Don't blink. May the ocean strum a feast.
Stand still.
In the abysses revels. Your cries rise.
Wow, this is so much easier. You guys have no idea how much more difficult this was when I had a much weaker team.
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom. Stand still.
Don't let waves be intoxicated.
Relax.
Look, we're flying. This is eternity.
One cycle, huh? Nice. From 3 cycles to 1. So now we just need to get a 2-star somewhere. And I think it's going to be here. But let's see, that uses trivia already. That's pretty good already. Let's do some inventory management. That's what everyone came here for. First off, let's go ahead and just get rid of everything that's not locked that's 4-star and below. And now let's start looking at some of these other things. So how do I want to do that? I think I just want to unlock the things that I think are trash, right? That actually looks kind of really good, but I don't have any characters that would use this. Defense, attack with only 2? Well, it has 2. That's fine, I guess. If I get Yao Guang, so she gets... Let me take a look at her kit real quick. Up until recently, I was like definitely going to get her. Let's go to the data bank, I guess. $77 possible characters now. Okay. So deals damage and 16% vulnerability. basic attack, hits adjacent enemies, and gives 10 extra energy. Increases units crit damage by 60%. Just that's it. After using elation skill, recovers 1 skill point for the team. So that's basically like when I use my ultimate, I get a skill point back, because it's actually even better than that, because AHA will have their own turn where I'll use my elation skill, and then also my ultimate gives an elation skill. So that's like really, really SP positive. That's 4, 4, 10.7, 12, 13.4, 18.7, and 4, 2, and 3, 2, 3, 4 speed. That's plus 9. While I have certified banger, every time an ally attacks, then I do additional damage to one target. Yeah, one random target. That's unfortunate. Trippy does the highest HP target along all hit, and it multiplies by the number of enemies you hit. But honestly, I think Yao Guang is, even without an elation team, would be pretty decent replacement for Tribby. Tribby scales off of max HP, increases the enemy vulnerability, increases the ally's res pin, and does bonus damage when you hit enemies. And Tribby is definitely, or at least for sure, E1 S1 Tribby is better than E0 S0 Yao Guang. But like, if you look at my Knight team, you notice I'm using Topaz for Knight 3. If I had Yao Guang, then I could use Yao Guang for Knight 2 along with Jing Yuan, and that would actually be enough damage amp to clear that. And then I would actually be able to have a reasonable clear with Fei Xiao on Knight 3 as well. So it's not always about like actually strictly the best character that's out there. Sometimes it's like have a character that's good enough that does something similar, and she's also way more SP positive than Tribby. Tribby has like 94 speed, 94.6, because I have to be under 95 speed in order to get the crit rate bonus. So that team runs out of skill points from time to time. Sometimes I decide between keeping up the 24% res pin on Tribby and keeping up the 6% speed, or 12% speed? 12% speed as Hua Hua. And it's like a really tough trade-off. Or I could just use the occasional basic attack with Jing Yuan, which also feels kind of bad. But yeah, it hits only one enemy, and it's just one time per attack. Also gain 5 punchline, then gain an extra turn, fixed punchline take into account, and then all allies increases res type pin by 10% for 3 turns. So you want to use this ultimate on an ally's turn. And this one is actually kind of interesting. The skill increases the elation of all your allies, but like you don't actually need to actually use this at all, because when you have your old talent open, then your allies are going to have less elation than you are. So this is just going to use your elation stats instead of theirs. So you don't actually need to increase their elation. I mean, it's also increasing your own elation damage as well. But, you know, the actual amount of elation damage that you're doing is actually pretty low. So you could, like, only skill right before AHA takes a turn, or only skill right before you're about to use an ultimate to maximize that damage. Otherwise, just basic attack. She's, what, 180 cost ultimate, I think? Now, this is just the info. I'll probably end up pulling Yao Guang towards the end of the patch. I'm kind of waiting because Ashvale seems like they're going to be a pretty handy character for Fei Xiao. And if they're a handy character for Fei Xiao, then in true Hoyo fashion, they probably would rerun Fei Xiao. And if they do that, then I actually just want to get E2, where every follow-up attack gives you 2 flying auras instead of 2, or instead of 1. And I kind of don't have the pulls for it right now. I'm at 163. If I were extremely lucky and won both of my 50-50s, then I would get it right now. And if I'm really unlucky, then I have 76. I have another character locked up here. So as long as I don't lose 2 out of the 3, I can make it happen. And then I'm going to obviously get a couple more pulls before then as well. So Yao Guang has some amount of crit rate in her base kit. I want to kind of see what all she gets. So I'm just going to go to Pride Win, because I think they'll just tell me without me having to remember everything. And Yao Guang is officially released now, so they actually have her stats up here. 18.7% crit rate. And then the 32 from a crit rate chest is 50 crit rate, but you start at 5% crit rate, so 55 crit rate. So you do still want a little bit of crit rate on your sets here. Also, isn't there a new relic set? No, there isn't a new plan. Oh, there's new relic set. There's no new planner ornaments. So this is actually not good because it only has crit rate and nothing else. Just crit rate and break effect, attack percent and crit rate. Is that bait? I think that's bait, but I'll take it anyway. I should just go for speed and crit damage and crit rate instead of attack percent. In fact, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to like almost immediately replace that, so there's no point in going for it. Flat attack and crit damage. What was I thinking? Why would I lock this? I guess I was thinking like it's the best that I've got. It's so easy to get those. Crit rate and speed. Now I will actually lock that one. Speed and attack percent. I mean, oops, I actually need that. Good. Crit rate only, which is on the wrong set anyway. Crit rate and crit damage, but defense. Maybe that's a Aventurine set. Sure, why not? Crit damage and attack. No speed. Attack percent and speed on HP boots. No, thank you. I think this is probably going to be the rest of the stream here. Considering losing a general. Well, losing a general to gain E2 Fei Xiao would be worth it. Yao Guang will rerun anyway. Like, this is the whole, like, elation version thing. That's not too bad. I mean, its crit effective rate is the last thing, but okay. HP... all useless. crit damage, effect hit rate. I'm looking for just speed, crit rate, crit damage for Deliverer's Sword Gauntlets. Gambling on future you having pulls to spare? I think I should mostly be fine. Like, all the leaks and whatnot, I'm not really that interested in most of the lineup for this version. And I just got like a good number of reruns. I got like my E1 Kafka, I got my S1 Hysilens. You know, obviously getting an E1 Hysilens would be pretty good. Just as a character that I like and I just want to own because I like her, Seridra. She's on the banner at the end of the patch. And if Fei Xiao isn't a rerun, then I'll probably get Seridra and Yaguang. Yaguang first, followed by Seridra if I have the pulls to spare. HP boots on this. No. Super no, in fact. Defense percent orb. Defense rope. Defense rope. Basically, if it's like, oh wait, I was gonna do this in a more clever way. Let's actually do one by one. If I salvage like this, no, that actually does not help me. Alright, so I already did these already, and I discovered that I don't want anything from here. I already did all of those. Let's just do these set by set. So that way I like don't have to context switch. So for Recluse's soft suede boots, the only character that uses these is Dan Heng. I could use the two-piece effect by Aventurine, but I'm mostly not going to. Although, actually, if I'd used the four-piece on that actually wouldn't be that bad. Because you're increasing your shield effect by 22% and giving crit damage by 15%. That's basically the equivalent of just pulling Aventurine E1. Well, minus the extra shield you get from the ultimate, but that's actually not that bad. So I'll consider Aventurine and Japard set for this, as well as Dan Heng, so every shielder can use this. Not quite sure what the benefit of going from shield effect boost over just a flat defense boost. It's probably fine. Like 22% shield, that's like a quarter more of a shield. I feel like it would be very difficult to gain an extra quarter's worth of shield from boosting like a two-piece effect of a shield. That being said, Knight of Purity Place does give you both a shield effect increase and also a defense boost. So having the two of those together will probably make it better. But they wouldn't give you the crit damage though. So this has effect hit rate and attack percent. That sounds like Japard, right? What do I currently have? Effect hit rate and effect res? You know, I probably should focus on their defenses, huh? Crit rate, speed, defense, and defense percent. This kind of looks like a Aventurine set. Effect hit rate, break effect, crit rate, effect res, effect hit rate, attack, break effect, speed, effect res, and effect hit rate. That is a Japard piece. Even more so than this. I can actually get rid of this one. And keep this one. Attack, crit rate, break effect, speed boots, that's good. Speed boots with attack percent, that actually could be better than what I currently have. I get rolled twice into attack there. hate that it's HP percent and HP, because I don't actually need HP at all on Dan Heng PT. Attack and attack percent and crit rate but no speed. That's a really tough sell, man. I really do need the speed on Dan Heng. He's like fully SP neutral. That's why I'm currently... what hat does he currently have on? 4 speed, crit rate, and crit damage. That's so bad. Well, at least it has 1 roll into speed. It doesn't have enough crit rate to actually crit, and therefore all the crit damage that he rolls into is wasted. Wow, these are some really terrible sets here. Now this is good. Speed and effect res. I already have that, okay. But no attack percent. Speed, crit rate, and attack percent. This is also really good. So I really don't need this. Do I need this for anyone else? Defense and speed and effect res actually could be useful for Aventurine. This doesn't look like it's useful for anyone. This would be Dan Heng, if anyone. Do I have a defense? How do I... oh, this is filtered by date obtained. So all the things that are equipped are going to end up at the front, and then the sorted by level after that, it looks like. So equipped followed by level followed by... oh, it's not completely arbitrary. It's actually just reverse... what's it called? Can I sort it this way? No, it doesn't matter. Hey, there's the rule. Attack and attack percent but no speed. Attack and attack percent and crit rate and effect res but no speed. I had to hold on to that one. Attack percent, crit damage, break effect, defense percent. Yeah, it's no speed on the hat, so it's kind of rough to save these. Effect, hit rate, and break effect. Okay, that's whatever. Now we're looking at speed, effect, res, defense. Yeah, that's got to be a Aventurine. Speed, crit damage, break effect, attack. Has speed and attack percent, so that could be a Dan Heng set. Speed, effect, hit rate, effect res, that could be Japard. This is useless. Oh, it is already unmarked. Okay, good. Attack percent but no speed. Crit rate. Attack percent, no speed. Oops. Crit rate. It does have speed, but... alright, defense boots. Alright, so this would be for Aventurine, if anything. No speed. We'll try it. It's fine. Speed and attack and effect hit rate. It actually wouldn't be that awful to build up effect hit rate on Dan Heng, because I do use him with dot all the time, and if I equip Japard's Light Cone on him, then it increases his effect hit rate by like 40% or something like that. And then you can get the 100% attack bonus from Kafka, even though you're losing the 64% from the signature light cone. You're also giving up the 36% bonus attack stat when you use your ultimate. So and the heal from your ultimate, so it's not really worth it, but it's like a clever thing you can do. It'll be better, of course, for you to just swap off of attack body, which is only 43% increase, and instead give an effect hit rate body, and then have attack percent as the flat stat or as the substat with along with speed, and then get the extra 100%. So that would be like an extra 60% attack just by equipping weird stuff. Attack and attack percent. And defense. Defense is probably Danheng's best other stat because like you need to stay in the shield. No speed on the gloves. I think that's just a no-brainer here. Attack percent. Yep. Speed boots with attack percent and effect hit rate and effect res. We'll see how that rolls into. That could be pretty good. Speed, HP, and attack and HP. Speed, HP, attack, defense, and effect hit rate. This, depending on how it rolls, could be good. It's in the same way this is good. Alright, this is my most recently farmed thing. So my Cyrene, what does this do? Oh, it just makes me go straight to this thing? And then what? My Cyrene has 181 speed. Obviously more speed is better. I'm also up to 86% crit rate when I use my ultimate the first time and summon Demiurge. Okay, it just sends you back. That's not that bad. I kind of like that feature. These are some like decent looking sets. I wish that I could just like lock in that this is for this particular character and I'm also filtering by this, and like don't show me things that are useless for this character. Like that's useless, right? I need to increase my max HP. And if it doesn't have speed on it, it's also useless. So HP percent and crit damage but no speed. What am I currently using? Speed and HP and crit rate. Yeah. What I already have is already kind of decent, so it's going to be kind of hard to replace some of this stuff. If I get enough speed elsewhere, then this could be fine. Let's see where we go from here. Attack and defense, and nope. Attack, crit rate, crit damage, but I need HP instead. So it has crit rate and crit damage. No speed, but maybe I get speed from somewhere else. This is decent. Flat HP, speed, and crit rate. Crit rate, speed, effect res, and so close defense. If it were HP percent, that'd be so good. A lot of these were like, oh, it has crit damage and HP. Maybe it has speed as the last thing. Speed and crit rate. Oh, but with break effect. Gross. What? Why would I have this? Oh, it has HP percent and crit damage. If I were like the craziest roller, then I could get that be something good. HP and crit damage, but no speed. Speed and crit rate. Oh wait, this is HP body. What do I currently have? Crit rate body? I have crit damage body. Oh, how brave of me. I could get a crit rate body and then just like fully roll into crit damage and not have to worry about crit rate. That'd be nice because I already get 8% from this and then 32 from that, so that's 40. 45, you add the 50 from just transforming. Oh, these are kind of speed and crit rate on HP body. Speed and crit damage on HP body. That's like not worth trying to pursue. Nope, just speed on HP and speed. I get the vision. Oh, it has crit rate though. I should try to keep it. Oh, you can even see like what it's going to actually roll into. Let's see if I can find another crit rate that hasn't rolled yet. Because there are also like roll values for these things. That gives me 33.2 on that one. That one also gave me 3.2. There are 3 sets of rolls to get. Oh, this one has 2.5, see? So even if you get the same substats, the values can matter. Well, that's 2.5 with no rolls into it, and this is 3.2. Stuff that like 99.99% of players don't ever have to worry about. Technically, I don't really have to worry about it either. I'm mostly clearing just fine, but you're not going to be number one with saying stuff like, oh, it's probably fine. I'd have no characters actually use this, but they could, you know. All they have to do is get buffed twice in one turn. There's no like limit on this. It's not like you have to wait until 2 turns pass before you use it again. So if you have a rotation where you get buffed twice, I should test out whether AoE things matter for this. Because like Tribute targets the team. Does she I think she targets herself maybe. But like if you have Sunday, then you're going to be using both skill and ultimate on one character, right? So you could time it so that you do all that stuff and then you use your ultimate when it's actually your turn. That gives you the 48% crit or 48% attack, and then you keep that until after the end of your next turn. So you can use it for the current turn, any follow-up attacks you've currently got, and then whatever out of turn things you get. So this is like pretty good. 40% attack is like, that's a pretty hefty chunk. But you can just use Duke set for Jing Yuan, because that gives you 6% attack stacking up to 8 times. It's technically a little bit worse because when Jing Yuan uses Lightning Lord, you get, for every hit, it builds it up. So the first hit gives you 6%, and the second hit is 12%, and the next one is 18%, and so on. So only the last 3 hits are at 48% attack, but you get it literally every turn. And then also after you stack up to 48%, then your next ultimate stays at 48%, and then your next skill also stays at 48%, and the skill after that is also at 48%, and then the Lightning Lord ramps up again within its own turn. So the only real character that would use this might be Archer, but Archer can use the slow set or Genius set. Alright, let's try to treat this like it would be reasonable for someone to use. So you only want to use like attack things, basically. Attack boots with a crit rate and crit damage, that's like, yeah, pretty good. Attack boots with nothing else. Why did I even save that to begin with? Attack boots with speed, crit damage, and a flat attack. That's pretty good. No, I'm not going for that. Speed boots with attack percent and crit damage, but effect, res, and defense is the other sets. Attack boots with crit rate and crit damage. These are surprisingly good rolls. I wish that my crit rate body with attack, flat attack, attack percent, and crit damage. Of course, the one set that I like don't actually plan on ever using actually has something decent on it. And I haven't even farmed this. Like, look how few pieces I have of this. I really am. I'm kind of picky on the arm pieces. Like, that's the one you really want to have like 4 liners on. Like, I'm keeping this one because it's a 4 liner. This one had to roll into the 4th line. And these other ones only have like 2 subs. This one's really good. Like, speed, crit damage, and attack percent. Speed, crit rate, and HP. Ooh. But it is a 3.2 crit rate roll instead of a 2.9% crit rate roll. Attack percent, no crit or crit rate, no crit rate or crit damage. There we go, crit damage, but again, effect hit rate and defense. I don't know about that. Effect res actually could be a little bit better. I actually have been farming this one. So this could be a set for Linksha, for Natasha, for Lynx, for Huohua. And they all want speed and HP percent. Except for Linksha, who wants break effect, attack, speed, and then possibly, you know, crit rate, crit damage. But that's like... No, I shouldn't double dip. I should choose one thing to do. I'll use a slower, more damage Linksha if I want to do that. Or a slower, more damage break Linksha if I want to do that. I shouldn't try to go for both speed and... what's it called? So we're going for attack, break effect, and speed for Linksha, HP instead for everyone else. So speed boots. Oh, these are already leveled. Hang on, let me get here. So this is HP. Why do I keep on leveling this? Oh, I got so unlucky. Nope. Doesn't even have speed. HP percent with effect res. HP percent and crit rate. But it has no speed. Double crit is normally fine, but actually this could be a good 2-piece. I could go for 2-piece with a damage set, maybe. Let's keep that around. Speed and effect res. Okay. Okay. It stays. Nice. That's actually now my highest speed headpiece. Well, now that I have that broken speed piece, like, this only has break effect but no attack or speed. Attack and effective rate. It needs to at least have speed for sure, right? Attack and crit rate and attack. Could it be a 2-piece possibly? Nah. speed and HP percent. And flat HP. And it's already a double. Or it's already a 4-liner. I don't want to like necessarily enhance all of these because I don't really have the materials to enhance all of it. Oh, this is so good. That's not that good. Alright. Oh man, that was really good and lucky. That's now my best foot piece as well. So now that we have that as our standard, let's trash the rest of this stuff. HP, nope, useless. It has attack and attack percent. It actually could be Linksha's best footwear. It doesn't have break effect, but attack boots, nope. HP boots, nope. Defense boots, nope. Even with the double crit damage, nope. I'm not even gonna look. HP percent, what is that? No one would use that. Attack, speed, and crit rate. This was back when I was like thinking like maybe Linksha could be a hybrid, but she's better off specializing and just having 3 sets. I'm gonna have 1 scholar set for Linksha when I need to just do crit damage. I'm gonna give her the warrior goddess when she needs to heal and give everyone else crit damage. And then she'll have the super break set when I eventually get Fugue, but maybe by the time I get Fugue it'll be too late, and there'll be some other super break enabling support. Speed and attack percent. I mean, it could be her best set, right? 7 and break effect? No, it's not going to be better than that, I don't think. Doesn't even have break effect. No speed. Has speed and attack percent. That one also has speed and attack percent. So what are the other things? Defense? Yeah, that's actually, like, I kind of do need defense on my supports. HP and HP percent, but no speed. Defense. Like, look at how many double crits I get on the wrong set. Like a really long time ago, the Discord, there's a Discord community out there that pooled their resources to track all of the substats that they got for different relics, and it was determined based off of just a large sample size that all the substats are about equally distributed, all completely equal chance random. But that was done a really long time ago, and then I feel like ever since they introduced self-modeling resin that it's gotten kind of weird, and it's not even anymore. I think that you're more likely to get the stuff you don't want on your sets. And it's mostly anecdotal because I used to pre-farm relics for characters that I wanted that were coming out. I pre-farmed Fei Xiao's relic set and had like a S rank Fei Xiao before I even pulled her. Likewise with Hysilens, like a lot of those like older relic sets were really easy to get pieces for. Like I farmed a lot of Genius set, but and like Sacerdos as well. I have so many good Sacerdos pieces with like high speed and crit damage and all that other stuff. But all the new sets, everything that released after that, like Poet, like the Deliverer set, warrior goddess, like none of them give you the stats you want. If you don't have speed, see yourself out. Good, this has speed, but that's all it has and nothing else. Alright, not bad. Poet set. This is Archer and Trippy. Fun fact, Archer actually cannot get the max benefit from this. You have to be below 95 speed. Even with the negative 8% speed debuff, he's still over that threshold. So you can only get the 20% crit rate and the 10% quantum damage. But he really doesn't really want to be that fast anyway. So you can actually... This is actually one of his better sets. Unless you have other sources of defense shred, then Genius, of course, is going to pull ahead. I should really go back to farming Genius. It's just like not really an efficient domain to farm anymore. Attack percent and crit damage and attack. That's pretty good. Because the other relic set in that domain is the guard set for damage reduction. And like I mean, I used it a lot. That's usually because I farm so much Genius set. I actually do have a lot of really good guard sets. So most of the time when I get a new character back in the day, before I like started looking at leaks and knowing what the relic sets and things to get, I would just like look among the guard sets that I already had, and usually I would have something that like would make a decent DPS with the wrong set for them. Do I really want like just it's only a 2.5 crit rate? I don't know. I think that I can be a little more generous with this because you're getting more crit damage as long as it doesn't have speed and whatnot. This is kind of terrible though. I don't know why I have that lying around. Also, oh well, you know, attack percent and crit rate with no speed. I'm so not used to not caring about speed on this. This has potential to go both ways. It has crit rate and HP and attack, so it could go for either Archer or Tribby. What's Seela's base speed? I wonder if Seela would be able to use the extra crit rate from this if she had a low enough speed entering battle, because she gives herself 25% speed when she uses her skill, and with E2 she gets to stack it twice, so she'd have 50% bonus speed. So even if she were at 109 base speed and then she like lost some speed due to, well, let me just check that before, because may as well. So Seela has 115. Even at -8, she only barely gets below the 110. So Seela could use this. And then just build even more crit damage. She'd be giving up 20% or 10, somewhere between 10 and 20% defense ignore. How are we doing on time? 1 o'clock, an hour and a half so far. We're nowhere near done. We have so much more to go through. A lot of these are going to be kind of easier though, because once we get past these like actually good sets, we're going to get into the kind of bad sets. Like we can just quickly go through some of these bad sets, right? This is like whenever I don't have enough of the warrior goddess, or if I'm running Ho-Ho with Dot because they don't need to crit. Although it still increases her speed, which is sometimes useful. This gives an extra skill point at the start of the battle. That's actually so good for a healer. HP percent, effect res. No speed though. HP percent. Defense percent. Attack and HP percent. Oh, speed. And HP percent and effect res. It's actually like kind of really good. That's way better than what I currently have. I like how I say that I don't really have the resources to keep upgrading all these, and all of my relic experience has been going to upgrading support, not even support, healer sets. Oh, what a lucky roll. I completely dodged the crit damage. Is now the... Oh, darn it. I was comparing it with the glove, with the hands. Or the hands with the head. But that's okay, because it's still better than the... It's barely better than what I currently have for the gloves, and that's like a really good piece already. So it's just trickled down into links or something like that. Unfortunate. I actually think that I'm going to roll all of the useless things that I get rid of into relic experience points to level up the things that are remaining, because I actually do a pretty good job of maintaining relic books. And now that once I get my inventory down, all the future things can basically just go to books. Defense and defense percent, and nope, that's all useless. And we got speed but nothing else, and we got effect res but nothing else, and we got crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent, because of course we do. Why wouldn't we? Oops. Musketeer of Wild Wheat. Only March uses this set, and I've never actually really farmed for it. You just kind of get it accidentally when you just do stuff. So she just wants speed boots and crit rate, body, and crit rate, crit damage, speed. I have no crit damage on this character. Speed, attack, crit damage. Speed and attack percent, attack and crit rate. Crit damage, HP, attack, crit damage. It's just speed. Attack, attack percent, speed, crit damage. I'm gonna keep that. Speed, crit rate, attack, flat attack. Just crit damage, just crit rate and attack percent and speed and crit damage. Attack percent, crit damage. Just crit rate. Just 2, just 1, just 1. Just 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. Nope, I actually had 2. Do I save that? Let's see. We'll just save it for now. 2, but no crit stats. 2, but no crit stats. 2, no crits. No, I actually did have crit stats. But let's just keep it for now. Crit rate, attack. Attack, speed, crit rate. Yeah, these other ones that have only 2 are not worth pursuing, because I have things that have 3 already. Attack percent, crit damage, crit rate, but it's on outgoing healing. Effect hit rate. Again, like I actually do use March 7th with Kafka Hysilens from time to time. That's probably going to be happening less and less now that I have more cost into that team. It's going to be better for us to specialize. But if I do, then that would be a really nice piece for that. Ooh, but it's HP body, so nope. And I'm not gonna try to force that. Crit rate, attack, speed, flat attack. Man, so close to greatness. Attack percent with crit rate, speed, and attack. Crit rate, attack percent. Crit damage, crit rate, flat attack. It's the best that I have. I'm not gonna settle for something that bad. I really only want speed boots for these. Although attack boots wouldn't be... I'm not gonna fall for it. Speed boots, but only crit rate. HP boots, attack boots. Speed boots with attack and crit. HP boots, speed boots with nothing on it. Attack boots with speed and crit rate. Like I said, I only have one character for this, so I may as well just only get the thing that I care about. Knight of Purity Palace. Yeah, I mean, that's actually not that terrible. Defense body with speed and crit rate, but I could roll better speed. No speed on this. Defense is pretty good. Speed boots, no defense on that, on the body. HP boots. No one uses HP boots. That's perfect for March. Defense, speed, nothing else. And it's at 4 so far. And if I get to 6, then it's better than what I have. So let's enhance that. Again, we're just enhancing only the sustain pieces, apparently. Oh, it's not going to roll right. Oh, no. It's okay. We can actually use it to roll other things. HP percent, don't care. Defense, no speed on this. No speed on that. Speed on this, but that's it. No defense percent. Double crit, I'm not falling for it. Defense percent, but no speed. Double crit and attack percent, still not falling for it. Although, March? What is March currently? Speed, effect, hit rate. I should be responsible and just use the actual March set. I still feel like I can make crit sub DPS March 7th work. Like, imagine her with Dan Hung. Like, every time she does a counterattack, it moves up. But it wouldn't be on this set anyway. It would be like Eagle March or something like that. With like energy regen and all that stuff. Speed and effect res and defense, but it's flat. Sure, I'll keep it. Why not? Double crit, not falling for it. only one character uses ice set. Or two. Yanqing could use this. And really, I heard I shouldn't be using this, but I just am using it because I already have it pulled. Let's see, what do I have? Attack and crit damage. Attack, crit damage, speed. Crit rate only. Attack, crit damage. That's as bad as what I currently have, so it could be a side grade. Attack percent speed, but no crit stats. Are we giving up 12 crit damage? I think that's could be worth it. Speed, attack percent. Crit rate only. Crit rate, flat attack, crit damage. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Crit defense boots. Yeah, things go a lot faster once you're looking at really terrible sets that not many people are using. Champion Boxer, this is unfortunately my Clara's best set right now. I'm trying for it not to be. Clara could actually use the that one set that I was talking about, the Wavestrider Captain. Get buffed twice and then just use her ultimate and then have 48% attack and crit damage and all that other stuff. So right now I have, that's actually pretty decent, 4 rolls, 0 rolls, and the crit rate chest. I mean, my current piece is so bad that like this could be good, but it's also still not good, so I kind of don't want to roll into it. That's actually decent. Attack percent speed. Attack speed, crit damage, what I currently have. What do I have for boots? Oh, that's kind of not bad. 4 rolls into the boots there. Let's see how lucky I get with this. I got 4 rolls again into this. It's a side grade, but more crit rate actually could be good for me. I'll probably actually swap that out. And the same amount of break effect too. So as many wasted stats, the same number of wasted stats. Okay. Same number of wasted stats, but distributed differently. Did I roll multiple times into flat attack? I did. I rolled 3 times into flat attack? What do you mean? That's so awful. It hurts my heart. Like, imagine you get this set, right? And you're like, wow, what is this? It's not a 4-liner. That would have been really crazy. But, like, you get attack speed, crit damage, and then you roll, like, 3 times into a flat attack. It's very tragic. I'm not doing Guard of Wuthering Snow. I'm just gonna have to deal with that being up there. But there's so many pieces in there, and a lot of them are leveled. Genius said, this is like I have a new DPS that I want to use on some random stage, and I don't have anything built for them. Let's see if I can cobble together something from the Genius set. And therefore it has to be like pretty generically good for everything, but most of the time you're looking for crit rate, crit damage, speed. Like, I can obviously just get rid of all of these like defense bodies and attack bodies, HP bodies. Oh man, the triple crit stat pieces. Like, it looks like it's a lot of good subs, but why are you wishing for attack subs when you have a defense main, right? Crit damage with flat attack and attack percent. Oh, that's actually might be okay. Reroll? Not for Clara. That has the potential to be really good. You know, I actually do have to keep this because sometimes I want to use fast Trippy because she's SP positive. And so she only uses skill points every 3rd turn. Every 4th turn. She uses basic skill. Yeah, basic skill. It's every 3rd turn. And having HP boots would be kind of good for her. I can't get rid of all the HP boots though. That's kind of decent, honestly. Attack, flat attack, attack, percent, crit damage. I need to get back to the mines. I remember my Sela used to be considered like somewhat decent for people that didn't actually play the game meticulously, at least. And like now I look at my Sela build, even when I steal the stuff back from Archer and Tribby and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, this is like not very good compared to like Jinyuan and Fei Xiao. We've had a lot more effort put into them at this point because it was basically like a full year. I mean, it was a full year, but like I didn't really have the resources to farm efficiently back then. And there's like, it's so easy to just like use relic books and self-modeling resin now. You know, like it's very easy to just like jump to the front of the line. What are some of the helmets that people are using right now? That's kind of terrible. That's not that great. That's fine. That's actually not bad, but yeah, I think that my Moza has the best set. I should keep this. And these are like not that good. This one's fine, but this one's, I'm not gonna save up for this. I can just roll more until I get at least 3 good subs. This is good, I'll keep that one too. Like only attack percent, but no crit damage, no speed. Flat attack and flat speed. Speed is not that bad there. Defense boots. Attack boots with no crit rate, just crit damage, no speed. And then these are the level 15s. Only 4 things here. No one uses these. I mean, that's a pretty good thing though. Attack, crit damage, crit rate, and you see that it's a 3.2. That's a high roll. You've been seeing a lot of like 2.5s. Eagle is awkward because the more I play this game, the more I think that every character is just going to end up having Eagle at the end. Like, I was playing Topaz lately, and I was like, Topaz would be really good on Eagle. You just, like, have Numby do stuff, and then you advance yourself forward, and then you get some Eidolons, and then you get energy from Numby attacking, and then you get advanced from Numby attacking. And you're just like, everything you do is a follow-up attack, and then you just have Fei Shao using like a million ultimates. So you really can't count anything out. Like, this is effect hit rate and attack, which would be good for Kafka if it had some speed, but I only have 4 speed, so I wouldn't be losing much speed by going here, and I would also be having effect res too. This one's actually useless though. This one's also actually useless. So this one has speed and attack percent. That could be my best Kafka glove. It doesn't have effect hit rate. I have to be really careful with missing my effect hit rate, because if I go under 75, it's like I'm losing 100% attack stat. But I do have a lot of random pieces with effect hit rate, and I even have an effect hit rate body piece with no speed on it. But this is attack and effect hit rate, which is what I already have. No, I have speed and effect hit rate. Well, it could be better, but you know, it's only a 2-liner instead of a 3. I'll keep it because it has speed and it's Eagle. Eagle with speed is just like a free keep. Attack, crit rate, crit damage. That could be like a Moza or a Topaz piece. Crit rate, crit damage, and nothing else. Like, you don't want no speed. Like this would be. It could possibly be better than what I have, but it would be one of the first things I would end up replacing. 6.4, is that like a good crit damage? That actually is a good crit damage roll. I'll keep it. Speed and crit damage. And effect res and defense. It just has speed. I can't really, like, I could just randomly roll 5 speed. Well, roll 4 speed. And like that possibility can't be ignored. Attack percent and effect hit rate, but no speed. I think I'm going to be really picky with my Kafka going forward because she's E1 now. It means I should probably hold her to a really high standard. So if I'm going to run with that, then it should be like a flat attack, attack percent, effect hit rate, speed. Mostly getting the speed stats in. Effect res wouldn't be that terrible either, though. Let's do Thief Set, why not? Just Gallagher uses this, and I don't really particularly care to keep that, so like, let's see, what can I do here? Filter. So include only those that have speed and break effect. And they'd have both of them too. So these are the ones that I keep. And then let's actually just do this again and then exclude those instead. And then I can just kind of quickly go through and get rid of the ones I don't care about. Well, this has like 7 speed. That's like pretty decent. Wait, what did I choose as my substats? Oh, when I click exclude selected, it actually erases what I have. So let's do break effect. Does not include any of the following stats. So I'm going to be left with the pieces that are actually completely terrible. I wish that it would let me show the ones that, like, I wanted to do the ones that don't even have 2 of them, because I would only really run with both of them. But not having one would not have the other one, so I think that's fine. So many double crit stats. But like, this is the break set, right? So what are you doing that for? Making pretty good time here. 2-hour mark, 1:30. How many more do we have left? We got Messenger, Longevous, Duke, Prisoner, Pioneer, Iron Cavalry, Windsoring Valorous. Let's circle back to the top and start doing Hero of Triumphant Song, and then get rid of these things here. So this is just going to be RMC for now. No, it's actually going to always be just RMC. This is also like Aglaya's set. So I need speed, crit rate, crit damage, right? that's kind of good. Attack percent and speed. What am I currently using? Oh, crit damage body? That's so greedy. It's crit damage body with crit rate, but it only has one set and no like speed for it. Crit damage with speed. Oh wait, that's right. I forgot that RMC gives a portion of their crit damage to all allies. That's actually optimal. Not so much greedy. Did I really dodge? Oh wait, no, I got all into crit damage, right? That's pretty impressive. I lost the defense thing, but that's pretty good. It's gonna be difficult to outdo that. This is also technically, now that I'm like know what I'm talking about, this is actually pretty good. I just need a better helmet, it looks like. Yeah, just a better helmet. So I need attack, crit rate, and speed. Ooh. It doesn't have speed, but like, that's kind of good. Oh, what do you mean effect press? Why? That's actually might be worth a reroll. That's so terrible. It might still be better than what I have. It actually is still better than what I have. That's so sad. Speed and crit damage, that has high potential, but like, I gotta risk rolling all into break effect or flat defense. That one also has potential. Has potential. No potential. Oh, it does have crit rate actually. Oh, but it only has crit rate. No, I'm not gonna risk that. I really shouldn't risk this one either. Potential. Potential. And this one actually has pretty good potential. This one, a lot less of it. Oh, it has attack and speed though. I see where I was going for. Saving that one. But giving up the crit damage to everyone is kind of not worth it. Attack, crit damage, but no speed. Speed and crit damage. That could be pretty good. Scholar loss and erudition. This is Yanqing, Serval, and Hook. So very important sets here. I'm just going to go ahead and exclude anything that doesn't have speed, crit rate, crit damage. So these are all like no hope. Oh, I already knew those were no hope. And then let's just get rid of the ones that, let's evaluate the ones that have no crit and crit damage, but do have speed. Nope. 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 Oh, I already knew that one was a nope. Hang on. Okay, so speed. there's so many like speed plus attack ones. This one actually I should keep because this one would be good for Linksha. No, but if Linksha's using this build, then she'd be using a crit stats. So let's just commit to actually having the DPS set be for DPS and not hybrids, and then get rid of all these useless ones here. Let's move on, because we don't really need to spend time on Scholar. Sakrados, that's one's important. It's all of my speed characters, so let's get rid of the ones that don't have speed. And let's let's start with the ones that don't have speed or crit damage or attack percent, because that means that they're not good for Tingyun or Branya or Sunday. I see the vision because this has defense and effect res, but that's okay. I'm not really worried about that. And then let's get rid of the attack percent one here. So these have attack percent but no crit damage. What is Tingyun? Probably has something that has speed on it. So like I wouldn't use any of these ever. Oh, but I might use that one. Nah, I've never even considered attack boots Tingyun up until just now. Maybe that wouldn't be that bad. She's SP positive-ish. Depends on your speed tuning with your carries and how many turns they take. Ideally, she would be so fast that she would kind of lap your carry sometimes. Hey there, Julian. How are you enjoying the new version? It's kind of difficult to get like someone that's actually more than double the speed someone else. Like my slowest character is my 94 speed Clara, and doubling that I would have to hit 190 speed. And that's just not happening. You could use like Eagle to be faster, but you'd have to, yeah, it's like not enough effort. It's too much effort. Let's get rid of some of these. Crit rate, attack percent. Outgoing healing on Sakrados. You know, I kind of actually see it. I actually know that for a while, people were running Sakrados Gallagher because even without using the healer set, he was healing enough. And then giving 36% crit damage by just skilling your targets enough. Particularly, he was used for Castrus because you heal the dragon basically and give it the crit damage, and then you can like heal, use your ultimate, and then heal again. And the remembrance, or not the remembrance, no, the remembrance team doesn't actually use skill points. Evernight uses 0 skill points and actually recovers skill points and advances herself. Castrus uses 0 skill points. Triby's SP positive. RMC gains skill points mostly. I think I already have a 0 speed, crit damage, body. Yeah. I don't need a second one. I might need a second one. I probably don't. do facial set. I happen to know that there's a hidden good one in here. There's this one here. Because I was looking ahead. Let's see, I already unmarked it and we've already looked at these, so we know that they're no good. Well, that's pretty unlucky that those were what they decided to roll into, but we can re-roll this, it will be fine. Two and a flat attack, huh? Three and flat attack. Wow. That's crazy. It's okay, I can re-roll this. Eventually. I just need another dice. And then I already have the blocker that I need. So that's going to be really good when I get my hands on it. What am I currently working with on my feet? That's kind of really bad. Flat attack, rolled twice into flat attack and once into HP. Flat HP, no less. Speed and crit rate. This is speed boots? Yeah, okay. And what do I currently have as attack boots here? That's actually pretty good, but just with attack boots. Still rolled twice into flat attack and once into flat HP on that. Like, that's... Look at these sets that I am getting. Very, very unlucky. Well, that's really good. Only one wasted stat, and this was a 4-liner too. I have 5 upgrades. That's not going to roll in anything better than that. That can't roll in anything better than that either. What? That also rolled poorly? 2 into attack percent, 1 into defense. .9 crit rate compared to 1. 5.9, yeah, this is bad in every way. 8.2. What I have is actually still better, even though it has fewer good stats to roll into. What a terrible roll. It had such high potential. But this is the type of piece that I could actually just like re-roll every patch until I just get something that's good. Wow. Never thought. No, actually my legs are actually so bad that this might actually roll into something better than that. Iron Cavalry. Only Linksha mostly uses this. Shui has a piece because I wanted to try one of the knights last anomaly arbitration. Still didn't work out, but that's okay. Speed boost with brake effect. Let's actually just filter down to things that don't have both speed and brake effect. Just makes sense. Speed boots. Doesn't have brake effect though. So then everything else that's left should have either brake effect or speed. This one actually has both. I really wish that they would just like let me do mass actions on the screen. Like I could just select all, unlock, filter down to the things that have both speed and brake effect, and then I'd be done already. I'm not going to bother with the rest of these. They either have speed or brake effect, and it'll be easy to check which ones are best for that. Sometimes I'm going to need different amounts of speed anyway. Down to the last 4? No, there's actually still 6 left. But again, this is going to go pretty fast because this next is Watchmaker. And I can once again filter to not having brake effect. Because you're probably useless if you don't. These are speed boots. I actually don't know how many other speed boots I have or don't have, so I will leave that. This has speed and attack percent. This has speed as well. I'll keep that one too. Keep that one, and that one, and that one. Oop, actually, we'll eventually have speed. Is it worth it though? Well, it has effect res too. Well, I'm trying to like never use our HMC anyway, so maybe it'll be fine. Pioneer. This is Cipher and Ratio. As you can see, things have not been looking good for Ratio here. Could have gotten speed and crit damage. Got effect hit rate. This one's decent. I think my Cipher's at like 90% crit rate. It's rolled as good as it could. It's just that I was like just trying to get any main stat at all for some of these. I'll eventually get all of this right because, ooh, flat attack, attack percent, and crit damage. No speed. But nah, I'll keep that around. Am I still filtering based on not having brake effect? I am, actually. So let's do this again. And I guess I can also filter on locked. If I do that and then unlock something, will it disappear immediately? And I guess I should also filter based on not being equipped. Never looked good for your ratio ever. Things got kind of okay when I got Cypher. I mean, sure, Cypher stole all of his gear, but, you know, Cypher gives 3 debuffs just immediately and actually has pretty decent damage amp. And, you know, throw in like a Dan Hung PT to boost his attack a little bit. Like, I did use him to get 1 star on night 3 not too long ago, but then I ended up replacing him before the final day. You mean things that are good for Fei Shao? Things that are good for Fei Shao, and then occasionally I fight enemies that are wind resistant and imaginary weak. And so I dust off the ratio, say do your best, and throw him into the fray. He would be so upset with me. Oh, it does disappear immediately. I kind of don't like that. I mean, I do like that sometimes, but like in that particular scenario, I was kind of waffling, and it just immediately disappeared, and now I can't even find it. I'm going to keep that because effect hit rate for the Pioneer set is going to be kind of good. Like, yeah, these are all kind of decent. This one, not so much. Attack is fine. This one I can actually get rid of. Why is it still erasing things when I... Oh, because I have it for locked. Okay, that makes sense. I untoggled the wrong thing. Flat attack? Nope. Flat attack? Nope. Attack percent and crit rate and effect hit rate? Decent, actually. No speed, but... Speed, crit rate, effect hit rate? Also good. A 4-liner, attack, crit damage, effect hit rate. Also good. No speed, though. Attack percent and crit damage. Given that we already have... wait, this is going backwards. What do we currently have? Speed... What's the standard? So we have 2. That's 3 already. And that's also 3. So the bar is pretty high for gloves, as usual. Okay. Speed, crit damage, and attack percent. It has speed, but eh. I can fish for it eventually. I'm pretty sure that my feet are actually so bad that these terrible sets would actually still be an improvement, but this doesn't make the cut either. Two more, or 4 more. I'm just gonna get rid of these. No one uses these. Attack body. Max HP. When I get hit, they get 8 up to 16% crit rate. So I don't want attack boots. That's a no-go. Speed boots are okay. With HP percent, that's fine, but that's all there is, so we get rid of that. If that actually might be my best speed boot though, so actually let's keep that. Attack boots are no. HP boots are fine, but there's no other stats here. Attack boots are no. HP boots, but no other stats. Well, there's flat HP. Then attack boots. Flat HP, HP percent, and crit damage, not bad. Speed and attack and defense and break effect is a no. HP percent, effect res, crit damage. Yep, I'm gonna keep that. Lose that. Get rid of all those attack stats. HP percent and speed. Let's keep that. HP percent and attack is a no. HP percent, crit rate, crit damage? Very much yes. I don't have anyone to use it on, but like, I don't even have to really look at the rest of these headpieces. I mean, I am looking at them still because I'm going to, but it was pretty much settled. Hackerspace, that's my Hanya set. You just get speed in here. Nothing good here. I think I upgraded because I had crit or defense and effect res. But yeah, that one's good. Oh, actually no, attack boots are no good for this. I would never use attack boots. Well, I could use attack boots for speed tuning. I could see it. Like if these roll into like 9s and 7s. Oops. Still haven't done the planar ornaments, but we'll do that on a different stream. Down to the last two. Now these are really important sets here because this is Hysilens set and this is Jingyuen's set. That being said, because they're actually both really well decked out stat-wise right now, I can be really picky with these. But generally I want to have anything that, if anything has attack or speed or effect hit rate or flat attack, then I want to inspect it with greater detail. So we're going to filter the things that don't have those things. And as you can see, out of the multiple hundred, there's actually not much left. And a lot of these have already been evaluated because I farmed this every day. I actually stopped filtering as they came in earlier on this week because I knew that I was going to do this stream and filter them anyway. So some of these you're seeing because of that. And then let's see the things that where I don't matter about flat attack either. And then let's see the ones that don't, where I don't have the effect hit rate. Oops. Because actually I'm already at the cap with attack body, I think. That might not be true. I might have effect hit rate body. Attack percent with HP, with effect hit rate and flat attack is fine. I'll keep that one. This one I'll have to get rid of. I already got rid of that one. Speed with effect hit rate and flat attack. I could see it. I mean, I probably can't actually see it because it's probably worse than what I have elsewhere. This is so unnecessary to have. Like, this is not doing anything for anyone. Speed boots, but it's defense, HP, crit rate, crit damage. Attack percent body with effect res and effect hit rate. Sure, I'll let that stay. Effect hit rate, break effect. Get rid of that. Effect hit rate, and that's it. Effect hit rate, flat attack. Break effect, defense percent. Nope. Let's see what's left over. Attack and attack percent. Attack and attack percent. Attack and attack percent. Just attack? Why is this here? Oh, because it's attack percent. Oh, it sorts at the top when I do that. It's like so good. It's so close to being good. It's so close. I'm gonna keep on losing my place, so I guess I can't use the not locked state, but I can still use it to kind of see where I was. That actually could be high potential. Flat attack and speed. Double attack. Attack effective rate. I'm trashing that. Should trash this one too. This is just attack percent and nothing else. Attack percent and effect hit rate with HP percent. I could use this defensive stats. This is fine. This is fine. I'll keep that one too. Speed and attack percent, can't go wrong with that. Attack and attack percent. Just attack percent and nothing else, get rid of that. Just attack percent, oh, it also has effective rate. Man, this would be so good on most other sets unless it all rolled into flat attack like this is even a 4-liner. That would be so nice. Maybe I'll use it as a two-piece. This is too good to give up. It's even a high roll on the attack. And maybe on the crit damage too? No, it's 6.4. What are some other crit damage rolls? I got rid of a lot of them. 5.8, yeah. This high roll on attack percent and on crit damage. And as a 4-liner. Attack percent and effect hit rate, but no speed. I mean, I have like really, really good gear already for this. Like, what am I currently comparing to? Attack percent, speed, effect hit rate, but it all rolled into effect res. I'll keep that one. Speed, effect hit rate, attack percent, and break effect. This actually has like really high potential. I'll mark that as next to upgrade. Speed and attack percent. Yeah. Attack percent with crit damage. Nope. HP body. attack body but nothing else. Crit damage body. Attack percent with effect res and effect hit rate. And no speed. I could see it. I'll keep it. Speed and effect hit rate and flat attack with attack percent. That could be better than what I currently have eventually. Currently running effect hit rate body because I have to get up to 120. So that makes sense. It's going to be difficult to stray from that. But I actually do have a lot of pieces that have given me an excess of effect hit rate. Defense boots are a no-go. I'm sure as soon as I clean out all the stuff, they're going to be like, oh, we're now releasing this defense-based dot damage. It deals damage based off of your dot amount. And when you have lower than some speed, then you actually gain 500 speed. Because they actually did that with Casterus. When she's above 50% HP, she just like gains 40% speed. So she can totally run the Poet set, which gives you crit rate based off of being too slow, and then immediately ignores it because she speeds herself up in combat. Alright, speed, flat attack. Nah, that's not good enough. Right, what do I currently have? I actually have attack boots on this, which does make sense because Kafka's the one that's driving the damage, but my Gwenifin doesn't know that, so she should actually be running some of these probably. Speed with effective rate and defense and effect res, actually it's pretty good. No HP body, or no defense boots, no defense boots, no speed boots, but no. Attack, nope. HP is a nope. Attack, it's not as good as the one I already saved off, and HP boots are no. I thought this is going to be really good, so I thought this was really good. One of these is really good. I'll find it eventually. Speed, effect hit rate, attack percent. That's actually really good. That's the one I'll probably give up 4 speed for that. Attack and speed, break effect. And then the last one. So many pieces. Yeah, no. Get rid of that. The issue is that, like, what I'm working with is actually really, really good. The bar is, like, really, really high for some of these. And then there's this one that rolled 4 times into break effect. It's not even worth the reroll. This one, no, that's flat attack. If I had speed instead, maybe. Speed, crit damage, at flat attack? So close. It's flat attack. I'll know it when I see it. And even with the high bar, some of these are actually still pretty good. one thing I don't really worry about with the like, I like having the speed. Like, I do factor it in to like, if it has attack percent and crit rate and speed, then I'm like, okay, that's 3 pieces, right? But if it doesn't have speed, you'll notice that for a lot of the other sets, I just threw stuff out that didn't have speed. But with my follow-up set, I just kind of get the crit rate that I want and the crit damage that I want, and then whatever speed I have, like, more speed is better. And I have enough variation in my Sacerdosis pieces with just get Sunday right behind Genuine, basically no matter what speed he's at. Effect hit rate. Any follow-up attackers that would need this? No, I don't think so. You know, I actually did see someone's run a build with attack body, and it actually was the best main stat for that character. According to their own claims, they said so there was it's a Hoyolab post, and they're like asking which body they should be using for their Jade, but it's really a brag post in disguise because both of the pieces are like actually insane, and the Jade is like really incredible no matter what they run it on. And everyone in the comments is like being really genuine about their response to like, oh, you should use crit rate because blah 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 blah, and like, here's how the formula works, and like, no reading comprehension or like anything besides like these are the words on the page that you should be reading. And they came back with like screenshots of damage of them doing with both of them, and in that one analysis that they did, the attack body was better. I don't even know that it was really an analysis, but I think they already knew that they did more damage with attack, and were just continuing to be coy about it. And everything more than that is actually stuff that I equipped. So, wow, we got down to just a handful of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's kind of disappointing. And what are all these crit rate things doing? Not getting good subs? What am I working with? Oh, that's actually like really improvable. Get a little 4-liner. Have an attack percent in there instead of break effect. And we did it. But it's not official yet. We gotta pass the point of no return. So we need all of these. And then that's it. Oh, there's the action, yeah, at the bottom of the filter. 467 relic pieces. Triple checking that we didn't get any planners snuck into there. It's also going to skip the ones that are equipped to people, which is fine. And then select all discarded. And then let's turn it into experience. There we go. And all we have are these locked things that generally are proven to be good, except for the guard set, because I didn't really feel like doing that. But maybe we do that right now, or right on the fly. So this is good. This is good. That's the issue though, like, it's kind of hard to like say what you don't want from Guard Cast or Guard of Wuthering Snow, because they have HP percent, defense percent, like whether it's speed or crit rate or crit damage, like you really kind of effect res even. Like, this is just kind of the default level 1 adventurer gear. This one actually might not be useful. Like, I think that if it's too mixed, like if you have, now this one's pretty good because it's defense and effect res. And this one's HP and defense and defense. This one, it could go either way, it depends on how it rolls. Like this is defense and crit rate and crit damage and defense. This one's like HP and effect hit rate, and that one's like attack and effect hit rate. It's hard to explain. This one's rubbing me the wrong way as well. This is like the same stat line. HP, crit rate, effect res, attack. Yeah, it's like double, it's half, 50-50. This one's HP and flat defense. Like, I can get rid of this one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna just salvage what I've got so far. And then how many planner ornaments do I have to get rid of eventually? It won't tell me. That was pretty productive though. We got rid of like a little bit more than 470 relics. I don't think we're gonna get under 1,000. Maybe I should filter to the ones that are not locked and not equipped and not maxed. Because these are the ones that I just did this week. So that's garbage, that's garbage, garbage, yeah, that's garbage. Luke Shaka you give to your supports, so they don't need to do too much damage. And they really want speed most of the time. It's the right main stat, but not the right subs. It's not that bad. I'll still not take it. I think I already actually evaluated these. Ooh, it actually could be good. Lightning damage with triple or double attack stat. Probably won't be usable because my orb is actually really good, but yeah, I'm thinking that I actually already evaluated these. I thought that I didn't, but this actually could be, yeah, it has potential. I'll risk it. But I know that I have some. Why is it not showing them to me? Oh, because those were planar ornaments. Yeah, I actually think that I can just erase all these because I have already evaluated, not really evaluated all the other ones. I just gotta go through all of the orbs. And rope. Next time. Alright, I think that we did everything that we planned on doing. I need to get my hands on a variable dice. I know I can craft one, but I think I'll just wait to get it out of the battle pass. And potentially get another upgrade for my facial. Looking forward to that. Got some possible potential upgrades for Hysilens. Potential side grades for Kafka. And I also got a huge stash of relic dust to use on other things. So the plan is to mostly use those relic dusts to level up the potential things, and then if those fail, then I'll use those things in order to upgrade the next batch of potential things. But the goal is to have everything max level and like be side grades to the characters that I already have, and then I can kind of mix and match as the situation needs for it based on like whatever speed threshold I need or damage threshold I need. And then all future farming will be formed into books for the crafting that I need to do to get even further along. I gotta hurry because we're at 2:57 and a half, and if I talk for too long then we'll cross the 3-hour mark of not doing any story whatsoever but just going through my inventory. So I'm going to do my sign off quickly so that I don't have a 3-hour inventory management stream. But if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to leave a like. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow, probably with actual story for once. I don't know when we're going to do the planner inventory stuff. Maybe like next Friday or something like that. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.